You know what this callous hands working this red dirt land, picking up scraps and broken things, making them work again. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, from the dust and rust and pain. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, something strong from what remains. Mike will make it. You seen it down in the heat, sweat dripping on concrete, taking your trash, you're thrown away, building tomorrow today. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, from the dust and rust and pain. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, Mike will make it. Let's make it. Folks, let me tell you about the way I live. Taking scraps from the junkyard, got so much to give. West Texas wind blowing hard across my face, but I keep on building steady at my own pace. You throw it out, I pick it up, make it brand new. Metal beams and wooden planks, I see right through to what they could become in these weathered hands. While you're sitting pretty, I'm making my stand. Rusty nails and broken glass, that's my gold mine. Every piece tells a story, every scar defines the man I am, the work I do, the life I chose. When the dust settles down, everybody knows. When the well runs dry and the bank says no, I'll be here still, making something grow. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, from the dust and rust and pain. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, something strong from what remains. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, till the sun burns out again. Mike will make it.
My God, did that take long enough for me to figure out this damn computer. I'm so sorry. Welcome, everybody. It's the end of the week. We have made it to the damn weekend. Let's go. Outstanding. It is the one and only weekly live stream. It has an agenda of no damn agenda whatsoever. It is Chootin' the Poop with Mike is Making Stuff. My name's Mike. I make stuff. Do you guys want to join in the conversation? Triple J, I see you in the house. Hobby House, Cedar Grow Box. Love all of you guys. I'm glad you guys are in here. Thank you for being so patient with what I did. I had all kinds of hell trying to get this damn computer to do what it had to do, doing computer shit. But anyway, we're here. I'm glad to see you guys. I got to rebuild my damn fence for my table saw. And I don't know how damn excited I am about it, but I'm going to get the damn thing right because I've been putting it off for so damn long. Nicole! Okay. John, what's up, man? Hey, he said that's the longest I let country music play in my house. Holy hell. Cedar, what's up, brother? Look here, look at here, look at here. Let me copy this link. Let me drop it in the diddly-do. And then let me pin it. Hold on a minute, I got to figure out this shit. I just did that. Okay, there we go. Now pin that message. Hot diddly ding dong damn. You guys can come in and join the conversation if you want to. I'd love to have somebody run the conversation for the chat while I'm sitting here trying to figure out how the hell to build this damn fence. Fly, what's up? I'm so glad to see you, sweetheart. The man, the myth, the legend. Holy hell, I don't know about all that. I'm just a damn guy, man. So tonight, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to fart around, I'm going to rebuild my damn table saw fence because I'm been annoyed about that shit. I have been putting it off for so damn long and trying to work around it. See, my table saw fence, when I got this Craftsman 113, it didn't have a fence. It didn't have the fence rails. It didn't have shit. But I built some, and then I built the fence, and it worked well enough in the moment. But there's a little bit, when the fence is here, it will flex a little bit like this if I get too stupid. So I'm going to redo that so it won't do that anymore. Hey, Pilato, good to see you, man. I will, in fact, say I do, in fact, maybe look like a guy who makes stuff. I'm glad to see you in here, man. Good to see everybody. I'm so glad you guys are in here, man. Hope you guys are having a hell of a time. Hope you guys are cracking open enough beverages. Let's get right into it. With a big ass question that I'm going to ask every one of you guys. While I crank you down to the bench, welcome back to the bench. Welcome back to my belly, which is kind of going away. Holy hell! I love to hear what all of you guys have to say in the chat. If you saw your shop burning down, Keith at Two Dudes, what's up, man? Yes, I got the garage door open. It's actually pretty mild here. It's not bad at all. If you saw your shop burning down, what would be the 3 tools that you try to save? Let's talk about that. Hope you guys are having a phenomenal week. I hope you guys are not letting the dumbass news media feed give you feed kind of shit. I don't happen, but my riving knife is now offset, so I can't make full cuts. Oh my God! Let's talk about how to do that because we're on the table saw today. Hey Dot, good to see you. Dot says chainsaw, grinder, and the Dremel. She grabs them 3, she's good to go. Pilato says if the shop is burning down, that means the house is burning down. So the 3 tools I would attempt to save would be my wife and 2 daughters. Okay, well that's a pretty flaky answer. I mean, I'll give it to you because of nobility and shit, but that's kind of whatever. It's not in the spirit of the question, Pilato. Let's just say it that way. Like I said, I'm tearing apart my table saw fence because I hate how it works right now, and I'm going to make it a little better. And I'm probably going to look a little ignorant while I do it because I don't remember how I put this damn thing together. Probably with some glue and some screws, which means I'm going to do some dumb shit to try to get this damn thing apart. I've already taken all those screws out. Hobby House says the Warrior table saw. Holy hell. That's incredible. I've heard few people have, I guess, how would I say it? I've heard few people have good things to say about the Warrior brand as a whole. So that's pretty damn cool if you've got something that speaks to the contrary. Oh, I see what I did. I toe screwed it. Why don't y'all tell me I toe screwed it? Damn it. There we go. Hot dig down. Here we go. Here we go. Fly says right now the hawk is in the shed, so she'd go save her a power drill and Dad's old toolbox. I can get that. I'm 100% behind that. That's beautiful. Again, the reason I'm taking apart this fence is that it was solid 90 degrees, probably 75-80% of the way, because I'd put these little gussets in. Wait, Dude says I was yelling at you, wasn't listening. Hold on, I didn't see what the hell was going on. I'm trying to multitask. Give me a damn minute. My shop is my sister-in-law's garage. I only have a table saw. I'd let it burn and get a new one. That's valid. I get that. Let's change the question up a little bit. If your shop entirely burned down, what would be the first 3 things you go buy? Why the need for a table saw fence? Because I do not live in Indonesia, and I would like to have a fence that will guide my wood straight through the machine. I like keeping my fingers. So I don't particularly like gut shots. So I'm going to try to keep a fence on my table saw. If that's okay with you. Just saying. What happened to the original fence? Well, the original fence, number 1, was a pile of crap straight from the factory. And number 2, it wasn't with the saw when it was given to me. Which was the reason it was given to me. So I'm going to run with what I got. So what I did was to integrate a toggle clamp, which you see right there, to make sort of almost a Biesemeyer style fence without the back catch. How long have I had the saw? I've had it now it ran like this for maybe 3-4 years, maybe 5. But I find myself in a period of renewal, in a time when I need to make all the changes that I should have made long ago. Wait. John says, no plug. Did you buy an expansion by chance? No, I didn't buy an expansion for the saw. Hey, Calvin, what's up, man? Hey, give it up for Calvin and Dad's Workshop. I seen that incredible modicum of generosity that came in on his side. I'm so happy for you, dude. That is beautiful. One of his subscribers ended up giving him almost 150 memberships. It was awesome. I am so happy for you, dude. Seriously, that is incredible. I'm glad that happened for you, man. I really am. And I'm not being facetious saying that. I love that for you, dude. That is beautiful, dude. So my plan is I'm going to add this stiffener piece that will stop the flexion this way. And then clean up the face, maybe lay some hardwood flooring that I have to give it a smooth surface and be great. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. If any of you guys want to join in on the chat, I provided the link. It's in the pinned comment. You can come up here, talk to me as you want, and we can have a wonderful night, as we usually do. Fly says, I was trying to make things easier, and I made it harder. Timber got over 200 likes on his live. Wow, kudos to him. I love that for him, man. I bet you $1 after this gets done, this thing will not flex this way one more time. Never again. Oh, we have a guest. Let's have him come on in. Colado, what's up, brother?
Oh my goodness. This is so crazy.
Sorry, man. I'm rearranging the boxes.
Yeah. So tell me what materials you have that you're working with there. You said you wanted to stiffen it up, which is an admirable goal. I'm so you like to have stiff things in your shop?
Yeah. Like originally what I did was I just thought that 2 laminated pieces of 3/4 ply glued and screwed together were going to be enough.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good up until about maybe this far. Mm-hmm. And then once it gets out here, then it starts flexing and it gets a little crazy. The camera isn't moving. Did I lose you guys?
I'm here.
Did you lose me?
No, I'm still here on.
Well, is the video still moving? Because on my side, it's not.
Yeah, yours. I don't see you moving.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Let me. Holy hell. Let me
I'm going to grab a beverage of choice.
Sure.
And I'm back.
Okay, how about that? Are we good?
Yep. I see you moving.
So the problem is that as I got farther out towards the end, of course, this is the toggle. This is where the thing bolts down. The farther I got out, the more it would flex, and it would get kind of weird on me. So I'm hoping to add this cross member.
Do you have much humidity?
I mean, maybe not.
Yeah. Do you have much humidity?
No. I have no humidity. I have absolutely no humidity out here. It's drier than popcorn fart out here.
Yeah. Interesting.
But my idea is, I know that there's no vertical flexion. Maybe adding another piece laterally will get rid of the rest of the deflection and make it solid.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't hurt. So what are you adding to it? What type of material are you adding? Is that just more plywood?
It's all 3/4 plywood, yeah.
Okay. And is that okay? So you're not adding anything to the side of it, just adding on the bottom?
I think that, like, when you look at a Biesemeyer fence or one of those kind of styles,
I don't look at those fences.
Well, they have this big, square, chunky kind of thing going on. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's necessary. As much as if you can get rid of the deflection, vertical and horizontal, this is almost irrelevant. So that's where I'm going.
Yeah, that's probably true. Are you going to put something on top as well?
Well, this is my face.
Mm-hmm.
So my idea is, 2 seconds. I have my old, beautiful, wonderful standby. Laminate vinyl flooring.
Nice.
I'm going to lay that right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that'll give me, well, especially with the seam right here, it gives me a sawdust rail for rogue sawdust to fall into.
You have have it up like a 16th or something?
Yeah, and it gives me a nice smooth surface by which to slide next to.
Yeah.
Now, this is usually pretty flat. I mean, this is stable stuff.
So on top of those 2 pieces of laminated plywood, are you thinking to put anything on top of that though? Just to help maintain that rigidity?
I thought about it, but I'm not sure. Like, this is incredibly solid this way. Like, it doesn't. Like, I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 screws that are holding it this way, along with glue. So there's not a lot of racking back and forth this way. Like, it stays 90 degrees.
I was just thinking because you were talking about how without the support down below that you were having that deflection. So just wondering if you're wanting to maybe overbuild it.
It was more about here's the base where I start feeding everything in. And the problem was, as I got out to this end, then I started to have this going on.
Okay.
And
So
I would start to see a bit of deflection out this way. It's
So
not
did
a
you
lot,
have-
maybe an eighth, 16th, but it was still enough to annoy the hell out of me.
yeah, so did you not have something clamping down the back end of the fence?
No,
Okay. So it's not that you were getting, it's not like the wood was moving per se. It was more that the fence.
there was
moving.
just enough flex in here to give it a 16th to move along, but now that I put this lateral piece in here, it's not going anywhere. Hell, it's solid.
All right.
How's your week been, Pilato?
Well, pretty good. I did want to point out in the chat, Keith was, I think, going along with our quest earlier for more stiffness in the shop. He said you should use the blue pill.
Right. I apologize. I'm not keeping up with the chat as much as I normally do, so I'm glad you're here, Pilato, because I am absolutely laser focused, baby. I am on it.
You're glad I'm here, so that's why I'm going to go.
All right.
No, just kidding. Not yet, anyway. Let's see. And Fly says that, yeah, this isn't what I thought I was getting. Swear I did research too. I'm not sure what she's talking about there. Oh, the heat tape.
Oh, wait. She's trying to seal up because she's in a cold environment. She's a falconer. So she's got a red-tailed hawk. She's got birds that are in a coop, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
That are really suffering from the cold weather. So I'd love to be able to help her with that, but I'm like on a damn mission right now.
So fun. Maybe you already talked about this in the chat before I came in, but what are you hoping to do with the heat tape that it's not accomplishing?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta.
Bought it for the reptiles.
Oh, okay. Now, when you say heat tape, are you talking about the aluminum foil tape that like you tape up heating ducts and stuff like that with, or
is it like I bought some heat cable that you plug it in and the cable actually heats up. It doesn't produce a lot of heat, but I used that at my last house.
My house said it was an aviary. That's what I needed to pay attention to.
Yeah, it doesn't have a power source. Yeah, it doesn't come with a plug. All right. So the heat tape is not accomplishing. What were you hoping it would accomplish, and how is it falling short?
Well, I'll wait for Fly to answer, but
no,
I know
you
she
definitely answer for her.
She was really struggling with trying to figure out a way to keep them with even heat that would bask along the entire enclosure they're in. Previously, I think they were just getting heat from overhead. So there was an overhead lamp and it was giving great heat, but then the bird is frozen, but the head is singed on fire. You know.
You wanted to plug it into the darn wall. Okay.
Right.
I'm not going to read that vulgar language.
Oh, stop, Pilato. Have you figured out whose live stream you're on?
I'm just having some fun here, man.
Oh, good Lord. Now I've got to figure out how to clamp this fence back onto the table saw without a cross member. Oh, Lord.
We have faith in you, Mike. You can do it.
I'm sure. As long as somebody does, you'd be the only people. All right, Pilato. So, the shop is a total loss, or it's about to be in seconds.
Okay.
What are the first 3 tools you go grab?
I think
If you won't save another thing, you're going to grab those 3 and you're good to go.
I think I would focus on what is hardest to replace, or what's easiest to get out of there.
Yeah, there's validity to that.
So, the table saw is on wheels, so that'd be easy to get out, and it'd be somewhat difficult to replace, considering how much I paid for it and how much a replacement would cost. The bandsaw would also be relatively easy to get out because it's on wheels. The planer is not easy to get out, but I think I would really want to get that out because I got such a great deal on it. I think I'd be hard pressed to get anything close to a deal as good as I got on that one.
Okay.
So let's go with those 3 for now, and I reserve the right to change my mind. So table saw, bandsaw, and planer.
For me, I went a little deeper than, okay, it's going to cost me this amount of money to replace this tool.
Mm-hmm.
I thought a little deeper into, okay, I can use tool A, B, and C and easily make enough money to replace tool D, E, F, and G.
Yeah, I don't sell any of my stuff, so I'm not worried about the. I'm not really thinking about how much revenue these tools will generate for me.
Just a second, I'm going to kick the saw on. Just a second.
Go for it.
Now I have to say, I love how beautifully that went.
What was that?
I'm going to show you guys. I just took what was left of my fence and I just clamped it on both ends. And I made sure it was square and it ran like a dream compared to like it normally does.
Nice.
So I knew that the flexion was a big pain in my ass. I need to get rid of that. This is just confirmation for me.
Hobby House recommended to Fly to make an alcohol heater and use a fan to circulate the heat.
Right.
The big trick on that is just making sure you don't consume the fuel for the heater. And Fly's concerned about that needing a trip to the hospital.
Wait. Before we go any further with that, we're going to talk about that endeavor. 2 seconds.
1001, 1002.
I will consume the alcohol of the heater right now. There we go.
Uh-oh. I've
Everything's cool.
Then Cedar is, of course, cheering on the Milwaukee table saws. So I think that's going to be the first thing that he tries to save.
To BYU, friend.
Yeah. They're struggling right now, man. 3 straight losses. And they've got Houston tomorrow, which is another likely loss.
It's okay.
So sad.
We had our dump time for a long time.
Yeah. Right. But this was supposed to be the best season ever. And so, little disappointing that.
Well, now, as far as football is concerned, you guys did a phenomenal job. I mean, you guys were in there banging it, man.
Yeah, we've been just good enough the last couple of years to miss out on the playoffs, and who knows, maybe we'll be just good enough to miss out next year too. But for basketball this year, we've got the number 1 overall recruit in the country with AJ Dibonsa,
Right.
and we kept Ricky Saunders, who was first team All Big 12 last year.
Right.
We brought in Robert Wright from Baylor, who's supposed to be one of the best point guards in the country. And so there's all sorts of hype in the offseason, but it's just they've been good, but not like Final Four good. And so they've lost all their games against their top end competition so far. So just a little disappointing.
I always have, for reasons unknown, I always have this weird thing about people who decide to play at Baylor or TCU or those kind of schools. I mean, maybe it's the okay, Pilato, I'm going to say this.
Uh-oh.
Maybe it's the inherent anti-deistic in me. I just, like, that whole thing just gets me. Like, I see the duplicity. Oh, God, I'm about to open a damn can of worms. I'm sorry, Roy. I'm sorry. But I see the duplicity that exists.
I just wish I had some popcorn here in the office.
Right? I see the duplicity in people that go, like, for example, they go to the Horned Frogs, right? And that's wonderful. TCU is a great university. They do what they're doing. But then there's this whole religious aspect to it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know necessarily, when I take a look at, for example, college football, that doctrine seems to fall away. Like, find the guys that are good. You know what I mean? And it doesn't, it almost is irrelevant. Like, I never hear that TCU turned down a player who was number 1 draft pick because they're Muslim.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But on the other hand, like BYU, obviously is not affiliated with Islam in any way. But we've got several Muslim players on football and basketball team.
Right.
And I don't see the religious backing. And I'd say that BYU is much more affiliated with a religious institution than either Baylor or TCU, right?
Right.
It's straight up sponsored by the LDS Church.
That's true.
Whereas TCU and Baylor, they were both founded, at least in part, by religious organizations, but TCU has very much walked away, I think, from their kind of religious background. So, like many years ago, like when they were in the Mountain West Conference with BYU, they said that, maybe even before that, they said they don't want to be known as Texas Christian. They want to be known as TCU. Kind of leaning more into the secular side of things, away from the religious. Baylor obviously has Baptist backgrounds.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I don't know how much they're leaning into that Baptist heritage, and how much it's guided by that now. But BYU is currently, it's still owned and operated by the LDS Church. So,
right.
So there's tons of religious stuff going on at BYU.
Of course, as there should be.
part of the general education requirement are a bunch of religion classes. So I took classes on Old Testament, New Testament, church history, all sorts of stuff. Some of it even interesting. And
I love that you said that. That's so amazing.
But that was part of the required curriculum to graduate. And so anyone who comes to BYU, regardless of their religious background, they still have to take religion classes, right? And they still have to live by the honor code, which it's no alcohol, no coffee, tea, all this, no illicit drugs,
of course,
no tobacco, right? And then one of the big ones for college age kids, no premarital sexual intercourse.
Yeah, exactly.
And so for a lot of kids, they're like, whether they're, whatever their religious persuasion, that's a big no, right? It's like, no, I'm not gonna agree to that, right? And so for the most part,
which at the end of the day, let's be honest, set aside your piety for a moment. And if you were a 19-year-old boy, I mean, hell no, you'd never agree to that for a minute,
Well, I did. I mean, when I was 19, I went on a 2-year mission to Argentina. So, celibacy, but
okay, well, make me look like an ass. So
okay, I can do that.
No, you've done a really good job, but okay, the typical 19-year-old.
Right. That's not the typical experience in the world today. So, and I'd say even less so now than when I was younger, right? That it's a tough ask for a lot of people. So, it's a difficult recruiting pitch for a lot of people. So
for sure.
It was kind of funny a few years back. BYU had a really good basketball team. They had just gotten ranked number 3 in the country. This was, I don't know if you're familiar with Jimmer Fredette. So he won the National Player of the Year award that year.
Right.
So they had just gotten up to number 3 in the country. It was late in the season, and the following day, after they get ranked number 3, it comes out that they have suspended their starting center.
Oh, wow.
Because of honor code issues. And what I heard was the underlying reason was that he had intercourse with his girlfriend. And how many colleges do you know out there that would suspend the starting center on the number 3 ranked team in the country because of consensual sexual activity?
That's pretty damn hardcore. I mean, let's be honest.
And so a lot of sports radio was talking about it, and
obviously, how's the fence coming along? I think it's coming along really well.
Yeah,
I am trying to reintegrate the original clamp system that we had, and obviously, I put it on backwards. So I've got to invert this and re-square it again, which is okay. That's not a big deal.
Reminds me of Top Gun when Maverick and Goose are relaying their experience in the sky to the codename Charlie that he had met at the nightclub the night before.
Right.
And he's explaining how they saw the MiG do what they saw it do. And she's like, and how were you able to see that? And he's like, well, because we were inverted. And then everybody starts joking and laughing. And anyway, so you inverted it, just like Maverick with his, what was F-14? Right.
Because I'm Top Gun like that. Let's go.
Yeah. But, anyway, yeah. So I'm still upset that they suspended Mr. Davies for that season, because that was our last best chance at a Final Four. So,
how you guys doing in the chat? Good to see you.
Hobby House asks, are you using?
Hold on. Zen Garden channel has a step-by-step on how to make a heater. How's the fence coming along? Are you using the flooring piece so it slides better? Yes, I am using the laminate flooring to give myself a good sliding surface that I know is true and square and stable so that we're good to go and it won't move on me.
So do you have any kind of like riving knife solution or a separator or anything after your blade?
So
That's the Craftsman 113, right?
yes. And it is notoriously sans riving knife. But I have. Hey, Triple J, good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
No?
Triple J, one of the sponsors of the channel. I'm glad to see you in here. I love you to death, man. I'm glad to see that you're around. But
Love you to death, but we don't want you to actually die.
here we go. Michelle, what's up, sweet lady?
So the reason I ask about a riving knife solution is I think I saw Stumpy Nubs a while back with a solution for older saws like that have no riving knife natively. Basically, I think his idea was to create a zero clearance
plywood.
Yeah, put zero clearance throat plate with a little separator back behind.
I got to be honest. I don't know if I need that. And I'll tell you why. I have enough upper body strength that I can tell you, as stupid and machismo as this sounds, the 3 horsepower motor that's on this saw in belt drive will never overpower me. So as I'm pushing through, I can feel when it's starting to bog down, and I guarantee I can hold that piece of wood until the breaker pops. There's no way that motor's going to throw it back at me.
Yeah.
You know? So for me, it was almost a non-issue.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't any reason to even address it for me.
I'm probably not as strong as you, so that's maybe why I'm.
Now, I will say with a disclaimer, I don't advise that for anybody else. But I worked in steel fab for 20-something years. I mean, I've lugged around sheets of steel that weigh tons. So it's deceptive because I look like I'm kind of small. But, yeah, I mean, how do the kids say it now? I'm unk strong.
You got old man strength?
Does that make sense? Like, Unk will tear you up because he's strong in a way you'll never be able to understand.
Yeah, Michelle says that last Saturday, North Carolina got 15 inches of snow.
Oh my God.
Are they trying to get more tomorrow? Try to beat that, what last Saturday did? Next Saturday is like, I got to get 16 or more.
I'm disappointed because I didn't anticipate the next facet of what I did. Let me show you. So the saws, the fence is on there. It's great, except that I didn't position the fence in the right way. I'm locked down, and I'm still, well, no, I don't have any more. So I need to move it back this way so that I get a good bite. Anyway.
So can you put a can you put another angled piece on the back end like you have on the front?
Well, I could do another shim and another gusset, but I think it'll be a more elegant solution to just advance this piece about 1/8 of an inch and then reseat it.
Hobby House is considering whether to fix the Warrior table saw riving knife or just get a different one. I'm looking at the Hercules.
Oh my God.
And
Just
I think the Hercules is basically, yeah, I think the Hercules is basically a clone of the DeWalt.
I have my own reservations about riving knives.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, I guess, the old boomer in me, maybe. But all right, that's looking a lot better, even though I got a gap. But I knew I was going to have a gap over the rails. The riving knife. Tell Mike I watched the debate video he recommended. I'm so glad. What did you think about that?
Mike, Fly wanted me to tell you that she watched the debate video you have recommended.
I have been watching. I've been reading a lot, Pilato. Trying to dive back into reinvigorating my mind. So I went back to the classics. And for me, two of the first ones I read was Meditations by Marcus Aurelius and The Prince by Niccolo Machiavelli.
Mm-hmm. One thing I've always thought about you, Mike, is that your mind is not invigorated enough.
Trust me, I wish it was invigorated more. But I thought it was so fascinating to consider the concept of Machiavelli debating Marcus Aurelius.
Mm-hmm.
Stoicism versus Machiavellianism, that's a pretty deep thing to think about. What are your thoughts about that on surface level?
I don't think about that.
Really?
Really? Looks like we've got somebody wanting to jump in here.
Oh, Fly is here. Hold on. Let me get her in. Let's go.
Jump in here.
Hold on.
What's up, Fly?
Hey. Hey, just in case you haven't heard, I watched the debate video.
I'm moving things around. Let me continue to move things around until we're all like we should.
Yeah, you can make me smaller.
Are we good?
No, I
I'm
realized
covering you up, Mike.
I realized it would be easier to jump on here than to try to type out Machiavelli like 3 times.
Right.
Mike, why am I the biggest rectangle here? I should be the smallest.
I'm really not dimensioning the rectangles. I'm just saying. I talked about it earlier. The reasons that I thought that debate was so compelling.
Well, it's such a cool concept because it's taking quotes from their actual work, right?
Right.
Yeah. I just I can't stay long, but I for a while I felt like I was
Michelle
more
says,
on the side
Fly?
of huh?
Michelle says, "Hello, Fly."
Hey, hello. Sorry, my chat and my camera are in 2 different directions.
You're good. You're good.
But yeah, I thought I was leaning more towards the Marcus Aurelius side, and then a couple of the other points, I was like, oh, that's a good point. And I feel like it's something that, like, the more you watch it, the more you'll get out of it, like, each time. So,
Right.
yeah, now I want to read both of the original works, but we'll see.
For me, I was leaning to Marcus Aurelius like almost from the beginning because I love that stoic, that personal citadel. Like, this is my morals, this is my ethics, I will not change. If I die upholding them, then great. But then,
Yeah.
like Machiavelli just comes in with these haymakers, like, and
Yeah.
all this practicality. You know what I mean?
Not
And
afraid to be a shaker, like,
yeah, and that
versus a mover.
practicality just wrecks his idealism, in my opinion.
Yeah. He's a little less forgiving on people who betray him, and honestly, I kind of gravitated towards that the older I'm getting. But anyway,
What I took away from it at the end of the day is that I need to listen to both of these beautiful ass people,
yeah, yeah,
equal measure, because if I'm all idealism without reality, then I'm just naive. And
I don't know about them words, but
I'll be sucker for the first person that doesn't play by my rules. They'll just wreck.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think
But all realism without any of the idealistic standpoints. I'm hollow. I might have won, but I don't have any soul left to enjoy it.
yeah, I get that. I think I'm gonna do the audiobook for both of those works because they're rather short. And that way I can kind of like, if I'm on two tracks, like if I'm doing something with my hands while it's playing, I can actually focus on it better. And I tried reading it for real, and I'm like, this is a lot of words, man. But
What would you be doing with your hands while you're listening?
I mean anything, playing like doing a Sudoku or like I don't know, playing a computer game or something. Like
She doesn't give herself enough credit, but she's a phenomenal craftsman. I mean, she's a good, talented girl. I mean, she does.
at what? Craftsman? I don't know about that.
I seen
kind
the
of
things
craft
you
you
did
like?
for the birds. I seen when you were doing crochet. I seen all of that stuff. Like
I don't crochet, man, so I don't know who you were watching.
crochet or knit or what the hell were you doing with the yarn or the?
That wasn't me.
Shut the hell up.
You were very impressive without the yarn.
Yeah, without the yarn. We'll just leave it.
Okay. Anyway,
What do you do any crafts? Do you like any?
I mean,
like that?
I keep changing what I'm like totally into, and it's kind of something different. I've always loved books and reading, so that's kind of like my main hobby right now. But I'm permanently an animal trainer and rescuer, and then like I'll just do random like mindless things for self-calming, like jigsaw puzzles or Sudoku or stuff like that.
I will tell you that I am quite proud of the fact that for the first time in almost 20 years, I went through 3 books this week.
Awesome.
How freaking cool is that?
Awesome.
I did
what were they?
it was over with, and then I went and reread Meditations, and then I reread the
Really?
and
Really?
then I ended up reading a newer book, The Get 'em Theory, or The Let 'em Theory by Mel Robbins. Have you heard of that?
Mm-mm. And those are I think you called them appropriately like dense books. So to get through both of those in a row is impressive. I don't know anything about the third one.
Incredible. It is amazing. Like
Yeah.
it has so much eloquence to what it does, and it talks very verbosely about the premise. But it's quite simple.
What was it called? Did you know I had to write it down? Sorry, I just talked over you while you answered my question.
You're fine. The Let 'em Theory
So
by
I
Mel
think what you're
Robbins.
trying to say is, no, just kidding.
I was like, he's doing it on purpose.
It's such a simple thing. It's like chess. It's such a simple thing to describe, but it's such an intense thing to get your head around. The Let 'em Theory.
The Let 'em theory?
Yes. By Mel Robbins.
I keep talking over you. I'm sorry. I can't spell. I'll look for it. You know, I write them all down, and then I probably I'll be able to get to them all in my lifetime.
I'm going to wait 3 seconds and then say it. 1, 2,
Okay.
3. The Let 'Em Theory by Mel Robbins.
Okay.
It's such a simple premise, but it is so difficult to adapt. Like, you need a lot of guidance to be
Oh.
able to integrate it.
I just put it in the chat, Fly.
Oh,
Thank
cool. Okay. Yes, thank you.
Except I forgot to capitalize each of the.
That's okay. You don't get extra points for capitalization.
The surface level is so easy to explain. These people feel this kind of way about me.
And
Let them.
mm-hmm.
These people want to endeavor to destroy me in this way. Let them. These people think I'm less than optimal because I did this, that, and the other, and they're upset. Let them.
Mm.
Just let them.
Mm-hmm.
The minute that you adopt that in her treatise, the minute you adopt that is a life-changing paradigm for you.
Yeah, it's pretty similar in theory, basically, to what is that quote? It's what is it? The Serenity Prayer. Have wisdom to change what you, or no, what is it? The strength to change what you can, the whatever to change, to leave what you can't alone, and the wisdom to know the difference, and along those. Like if you can't make a difference, if you can't change something, don't worry about it, right?
The last manifestation of the same premise that I read was The Simple Art of Not Giving a Fuck. If you read that, then it's in the same vein, but she has a lot more granular ways to go at it. Like it's really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not too like modern self-helpy kind of.
It does come across kind of I'm on a stage about to sell you something, but
take from it what you will kind of thing.
If you put that aside for a minute and just listen to what she's got to say. She's going to tell you it's the greatest thing she's ever heard. It's the greatest epiphany she's ever had. Like many people that write books, right? Mm-hmm. This is the greatest fundamental paradigm shift I've ever had, and I want to share it with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her excitement almost sounds kind of salesman's, pitchy, but it's just because she's so passionate about what she's doing.
I haven't read the book, but I have seen her talk show a little bit here and there. And I heard her talking about the book on a podcast, Smartless podcast with Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, and Sean, what's his name? From Will and Grace. But
no, that's not Sean Astin.
It's Sean, I can't remember his last name, but anyway, it'll come to me later. But I mean, she comes across as a much less self-helpy as a lot of other people in that space.
Right.
But she's what she shared on that podcast. It's like she's got some real life experiences that are a lot different than maybe some of the other people that are just trying to sell you something in the self-help space.
Exactly, and that's kind of the big one. Like, she gets really hyped up and she gets enthusiastic about what she's talking about. So it almost sounds like some Tony Robbins kind of, but you can tell she's doing it from a place of enthusiasm, not from some, I've got to convince you to whatever. Like,
so not a cult.
Yeah. She's genuinely 100% buying what she's got.
So she's a trained attorney and,
so of course
she's from a different background than a lot of the like the Tony Robbinses of the world that are like, anyway, I won't say anything more about that. All right. So serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Exactly.
So obviously what people think about you, what they do is outside of your control. You can't change it. Right. And so, spending a lot of energy, whether mental or physical, worrying or trying to change people's perceptions or whatever, it's wasted energy for the most part. And so, the moment you can accept that, hey, people are going to think what they want, people are going to do what they want.
Right.
I can't change them. I might be able to influence them. I might be able to help them in some way, but if they don't like me, that's okay. I'm still going to be me.
It's almost like a sociological Marie Kondo. Like, just
That
throw it
reference.
all out. What you can control it. Everything else, why are you even worried about it?
Exactly.
Well, the hitch with that for me is PTSD. Because that's a whole different lens of you can't just let it go. You've got to go through the psychological and even neurological rewiring to get to that point.
Before you keep talking, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just to interject some of our chat here.
PTSD chair.
Michelle,
I feel like I always monopolize the conversation. I'm sorry. That's why I don't.
You're good.
well, hold on just a second. Let's address our chat. So Michelle is talking about how she loves to read, how she's always been. She's trying to teach her 13-year-old grandson. He worries about what people think about him. And Hobby House says it only matters what you think about. It only matters what you think about yourself. Keith says that Walmart has the Delta 10-inch table saw for $194, and Cedar says that he has that on the plaque on the wall in the shop. I'm not sure why you have a plaque about the Delta 10-inch job site saw, but
that's a pretty
you
commemorative plaque. I mean, that's pretty plaque worthy. I mean,
all right, go ahead, Mike. Let's have your intervention or whatever is about to happen here.
Oh boy.
Okay. Oof. PTSD. So I have a messed up perspective about PTSD. And maybe that's because my unique experience in life has exposed me to so much of it that I've adopted what I'm about to say. I have come to understand that the world is going to shit on me. It will shit on me sometime next week. I promise you it will. And it will be unfavorable. It will be potentially unexpected. And it will be possibly devastating. But I have learned in my half century on this planet to be able to understand that's potentially going to happen. And I know at this point, from the myriad of experience before me, that I'm equipped for it. I'm ready for it. It will be devastating, like it always is. But there's none of it that I will ever be able to surpass. Like, I get that. So I will process it the same time or the same way that I processed everything before it and be able to persist. And that's kind of disassociative. I get that. Like, I understand it's the whole cram it inside and swallow it and be done with it. But at the same time, I can't think of a better way to negotiate. I really can't. Like,
I think I'm talking about like the brain waves where like you can't really choose. You kind of have to deal with kind of almost a physical injury, only it's mental, if that makes any sense, before you can like literally move forward. And the more I'm learning about trauma and stuff, like the more, like, I think there's a power in letting yourself not being able to handle it too. Like, it's okay. Like, what you're doing is good enough for the moment, like you'll get there. But like, maybe you can't do it all yet or something like that.
Well, I think
If that makes sense.
I think maybe we're talking about different things though, because the I think it's definitely fine to be overwhelmed sometimes, right? I think that's where a lot of growth comes from, because
Yeah.
if we
Yeah.
never face big adversity, then how are we going to grow? How are we going to become better? How are we going to expand our capabilities and our understanding? Um, that being said, um, you don't have to be overwhelmed forever, right? So you take that moment of overwhelm, that period of overwhelm, and eventually that passes, but that doesn't necessarily have much to do with how others perceive you. Um, I think if we're being really overwhelmed by what other people think of us or what other people do, if it doesn't directly affect our lives, then I think that's just a question of learning to let go and learning to, let them do what they do. Let them.
And that's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing, Roy. Like I've only recently gone back to revisit that, and I say that because for those of you that have been following the channel for any length of time, I've been through some shit in the last month or two.
Yeah, and I wish you would stop wading through the sewers, Mike.
I wish I could. I'm trying to climb out. But the thing that I noticed was that there was a veritable cornucopia of people who, at the time, I was flying high and everything was great and we're chugging along. They're my friend. They've got my back. We're here for you anytime. I've got you always. And then the minute all of these things ended up happening, it was crickets.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that spoke a lot to me. It reignited that idea that there is no safety now. No one is coming to save you. You're here. This is where you're at. You can wallow in it or you can climb it. And I've seen ridiculous things that I won't recount here on the stream, but atrocities that would, you know,
But it's like it depends how your brain processes it or doesn't process it. And I mean, I'm probably going way too serious because that's what my brain is.
let's go serious. Go
Right.
ahead.
No. I don't want to do that because I'll just dissociate and space out and
Right.
probably
Well,
have a panic attack. But
you're here for the serious drama, right? I'm here for the comedy, right? So we've got the
I
Greek theater right here.
I don't want to be the frowny mask.
No, listen. There is okay. There is
I
tragedy
just
and comedy in the same events. And let me
yeah.
explain as graphic as I'm going to explain it. I'm sorry, but when I was first deployed, I went to hunt down Slobodan Milosevic in Serbia. It was an atrocious period in history. He was committing genocide. He was ethnic cleansing, all of this garbage. But there's tragedy and comedy, and they will intermingle. And what I mean by that is this: you have to become desensitized, or at least you have to accept the reality of where you are. And the way that I did that was there was somebody laid up, and we have to give them a body bag, whatever. And we have to check the extent of the injuries. Well, the back of this guy's head is kind of gone. Like it's gone, right?
You don't
And
you don't have to like relive it, Mike. That's not like
no,
don't
it's
do that to
okay.
yourself either.
It's okay.
And don't get yourself demonetized
I
either.
want you to understand why I was able to process this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
When
my
his back of his head is gone, there's these big white, I don't know, glands or I don't know,
So
whatever.
we got you. It's okay. You don't have to describe that.
And I said, "What's that?" And the guy goes, "Hey, dumbass, that's the back of his eyes."
Oh my god. Yeah.
crazy.
And they laughed. And then I laughed at myself because I had never put two and two together.
Wow.
The point is,
Yeah,
the
you'd never think.
situation you're in
Mhm.
will either command tragedy, comedy, or both. And both is the most, uh, hey, plywood, both is the most mentally stable out of those things.
And that's how we're kind of designed to cope with it, I think. So it makes sense.
Like, laugh about it and move on, you know? Like,
Yeah.
what were we talking about again?
I don't know. Too much serious shit. We started
Your
out
book,
talking about the
your
the
book,
the debate
your
video.
book recommendations.
Hmm?
What do we read next?
I'm reading Project Hail Mary, which is by the guy that wrote The Martian. And it's
And
amazing. It's Andy Weir, yes, thank you. And it's a sci-fi like mystery kind of thing. It's really good. I like it even better than The Martian, honestly.
really,
Yeah. And it's a big ask.
without spoilers, can you tell me why it's better than The Martian?
There's more humanity in it somehow.
Okay.
Um it doesn't rely on the F words to carry the story. Um it's similar in a lot of ways, but I like where it goes a little better. I can't really say it without spoiling it, but he he's still an astronaut. He wakes up in space, but he doesn't remember why or where he is or what he's doing there. And he slowly like starts to use science and figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
I love that. I love it.
Yeah. I think they're making a movie of it soon, and I have no idea how they're going to do it.
I
But
am pushing in my own authoristic endeavor. I've really been doubling down and admittedly using AI to let me finish pushing out the story. But
uh-oh. That's a hot take.
the idea of S2, do you remember
Of what?
the or the genetically engineered perfect human?
Why are you talking about me like that?
Well, it wouldn't be you
It's plot
because
twist. It's a fan fiction about Pilato creations.
S2 has no hair. You still have hair.
Barely.
Oh, now I remember what you're saying. Yeah, because I think you shared some of the plot or something in the chat, maybe in one of my lives.
I,
Yeah, something like that.
I've been really pushing to finish that off
Hmm.
because it's at the point that the augmented and, well, in my book, they call themselves the neo-humanists, the ethnic purity, like kind of people.
Hmm.
Mm.
So there are a couple items in chat that I wanted to address a little bit back ways here. So Hobby House said that going back to our discussion of how other people perceive you, she said
Right.
either you like me or you don't, or she hobby house, male, female? I guess I'm assuming female. I'm not sure.
Right.
Either you like me or you don't. Either way, I don't care. Always been that way. And like I remember, even in my youth, I remember kind of wanting to be liked. And I remember in high school there was someone who told me straight up, "I don't like you," and I was like, "What? Why wouldn't they like me? What did I do to them? What?" And part of this whole idea is let them, right, let it go. Don't worry about why they like you or don't like you. And then the other thing, Hobby House also said, you find out who your real friends are when the crap hits the fan. And that's true. If your friend put the crap in the fan, that's not your friend.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
And then follows it up with Hobby House says, I have one true friend. Apparently all the others are dishonest.
False.
Oof.
I get it.
Which reminds me of my favorite poet, William Joel. He said, honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is such a lonely word. No, honesty. Oh, I forgot now. Here I am quoting it. Such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is hardly ever heard and mostly what I need from you.
Right.
Nice.
From the poet, William Joel.
If there's a reference in there, I'm not getting it. I'm sorry. I'm a little.
William Joel is more
And,
commonly known by a different name.
Fighting with my damn chat. Hold on. Jesus.
He typically goes by Billy.
Billy Joel. I was like,
Yeah.
Billy Joe? What? And then I'm like, oh, wait. I should have gotten that. Shame on me.
William Joel.
William Joel. William Joel.
Yeah, you familiar with the comedian Jim Gaffigan?
Right.
No.
He did a special a little while back when he said he was in I think Scotland, and they were talking about having gone to a concert by Billy Joel, and he's like,
Damn it.
it's like it's Joel.
I'm 58 and my one best friend, I've been friends for 51 years now.
Wow.
Damn it. That's beautiful. I miss my best friend. He died 14 years ago.
Oh.
But I still here's what's crazy about that. I can still talk to him anytime I want to by just shutting up and listening to my head.
Yeah, you've mentioned that before, I think.
You know, how crazy is that? Like, I can look for advice within myself, and he will pop up, and Trini's like, hey, dumbass, why aren't you doing this? Okay, I got you. All right, let's do that. And he's usually right, which is the thing that maybe alleviates my burden of grief, because I now know that the people that are most important, they will live on in your head as long as you want them to. And they will continue to offer you guidance and counsel. And in that way, they never died. They're still there. And they're talking to you. And they're giving their opinions and their insights and making everything okay. So that's pretty damn cool in my book.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to draw on experiences and memories from others, even if they're no longer around.
Well, and it's weird because for my best friend, I knew him for almost 40 years, we had exorbitant numbers of conversations. You know, like
Yeah.
I can tell you in a heartbeat anything he would say in response to this chat. You know, I know what he would do. I
And
know
like
what he would
think like
say.
him.
You know,
Yeah.
even if it's not like me, I can say, this is what I would think. This is what he would think. And I have that beautiful blessing of a differentiation that lets me, in my own stupid way, still talk to my best friend.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Plywood in the chat says that he never kept friends very long as a kid. And then he claims that it's because he moved too often.
I used to have,
Mm,
I had the opposite issue where I would make a friend and then they would move.
Hmm.
mm.
Sucked.
Because of having made friends with you?
Yes. That is the reason their entire family decided
I'll
they
be
needed to
blazing.
leave the area immediately.
Whoa.
Funny.
I'm starting to space out, and I should have probably gone like an hour ago. So I'm gonna get going.
Wait, before you go,
But-
Fly,
What are you talking
what part of
about?
Yeah.
the world do you live in?
Hmm?
What part of the world do you live in?
Northeast United States.
In the Northeast? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in Idaho, by the way.
Hello from Idaho,
Yep.
or to Idaho, I guess.
Yeah.
He's in Idaho. I'm in Texas. You're in Wisconsin, right?
Me?
No.
I
That's
don't say
Northeast.
where I'm at because there's not many female falconers and internet safety.
Yep. That's wise.
Yeah.
Okay, you're in the north central U.S.
Northeast.
You said.
Go a little more to the right. That's where I'm at.
Close enough.
Well, so you're in Eastern time zone, so it's 10:39 for
Yes.
you. So,
Yes.
Or 10:30.
Plywood is in Ohio. I am like I've ever hated. I'm in Texas.
Yep. How's your coffee table, by the way? It's his last video. I'm not a creeper.
Wait, I saw it.
No, listen, incredible. It has been beautiful. It has served everything I wanted to serve.
Good.
When I come into the living room in the morning, I set up my workstation at that desk, at that coffee table, and then I work all day until 4 o'clock.
Oh.
And then in about 7 minutes, I change everything out, switch to my personal laptop, fire everything up again. There's no cords running across the living room. There's nothing. Like, everything about that coffee table is perfect.
Nice.
It has been incredible. I have storage places for everything that is not in use.
Yeah, I like that it has like drawers. Because his last video was him
Mhm.
building it.
Yeah,
So
I saw the video.
there you go.
It's not what I would want as a coffee
I
table.
got almost half a dozen. I almost got half a dozen emails talking about how
Oh, yes.
stupid I was to dismantle
like,
and
destroying it?
destroy the damn secretary.
It works. It works.
Yep.
It was made of plywood. It was a facsimile.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a style, not necessarily an antique.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
You
if
all know more about that than me. Believe me.
it, yeah, and if it works for you, yeah, if it works for you, then
A
great.
replica. It was never real. Calm down.
Yeah.
There is no spoon.
Yeah. So Fly, I don't
Yes.
suppose you saw my recent video.
I haven't, but I will.
You're in big trouble.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Big trouble.
I don't think
But
I've ever talked to
if you
you
need
before.
something to help
I've
put you
seen
to
you
sleep
around.
tonight, if you
Uh-oh.
need something to help put you to sleep tonight, you could just start that video.
I can't even find you to like, okay, there you
What?
are. Like, go to your channel.
You can't find me?
Colado should be right behind PewDiePie and Markiplier.
I mean, in the
Like,
chat to like link to go to your channel.
Here, let
what?
me,
Like, go look for popularity. It's PewDiePie, Markiplier, Colado.
and
And if
I'm
that's
anti-Valentine's Day this year, so if that's the one you're talking about,
oh my God! Don't give me. Okay,
I
I'm
gotta
not
go
gonna get
before I
started
gotta go
on
before I go on another rant. I just subscribed to you, Pilato, so
well, thank you.
I go see
Um,
what's going on. And I just
yeah,
posted a falconry video today because it was past due.
Colado is beautiful because he will live stream at like 2:45 in the morning,
true.
like
That's
3
what
hours.
I'm. Oh, who does the like 5 a.m. ones? It's like Grumpy, I think.
Yeah, 4:30
Yeah,
a.m. here.
Oh my
Tender,
goodness,
like that. Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I've been on a few of his. But yeah, a lot of times, because like for me, I go live when I can, right? And a lot of times it's like after I've gotten the kids to bed and whatever.
Yeah.
It's like I'm in the mountain time zone, so it's like 10 o'clock here,
Oh
and
yeah.
midnight on the East Coast, and so I might start a live and go for 5 hours,
Well,
and so
when do you sleep, man?
what
No,
is
next thing
that?
you know, he's dog tired, and these people from Indonesia are like beating his ass because they're like, comment, comment, comment. You know.
No, I have subscribers only on my commenting, and so I really don't get too inundated by comments, which is sometimes good and sometimes bad because sometimes it's like okay, I'm having to come up with
Talk
everything
to yourself.
myself.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's kind of nice to have the comments to respond to and be like, okay, hey, people are watching. It's not just a number there of concurrent viewers. It's like there are actually people out there.
Yeah.
So that can be a lot more fun on the lives to have that interaction with people instead of just
Like right now, I mean, I've got a whole 10 people watching. Holy shit!
yeah. And so when there's that interaction, it can be a lot more fun than just dead
Yeah.
space. And sometimes, like, I remember one of my first lives that I did was I was basically trying to burn out a stump from this willow tree that I cut down, and I
Right?
saw that there were people watching, and so I was like hesitant to shut off the live, and so I just kept stoking the fire more and more, but nobody was commenting at all. So I kept like probing, asking like, "Hey,
Yeah. Trying to bait for a comment.
try and get somebody to actually comment." And I think probably a lot of them. I mean, there weren't usually a ton of people on concurrently, but I think a lot of them must have been like
Oh damn it! That's the
didn't feel comfortable with their English or whatever, didn't want to,
Yeah.
or just more shy, and so yeah, just maybe they just liked the flickering of the fire and didn't want to be typing anything, and who knows.
Hobby says I've yet to go live. Do it.
What's holding you back, Hobby?
I started doing it because I didn't have an edited video, and I was like, crap, I want to keep doing stuff with the channel. So let me and now I like kind of try to plan for it a lot better. But yeah, you start to get regulars, and then you just build a community. It's really cool. So I don't know that
I
I.
has the advantage of being an attractive girl, so she will garner viewers like
Well, thank
crazy.
you, but I don't want these Romeos from Pakistan going like, "Hey, will you come marry me?" It's like, you know what? Yeah, I will. Has this worked before? Like, what do they really expect me to say?
Funny.
So I just think I think it's funny. I don't know.
I was doing some OBS testing recently, and I had a commenter from the Philippines, I think, come on, and she was asking about if I liked Philippine food, and
Do you like a Filipino girl?
And
Yeah, that was
Would you
that
like
was the
to
right
be my
question.
girlfriend?
I was talking about my wife and stuff on the
Yeah, like
discussion.
get a clue. Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, what Philippine food should I? Or no, she wasn't from the Philippines. She's from India.
In Philippines.
Yeah, I get a lot of people from India.
Yeah, she was from India, and so she was. I was like, my experience with Indian food is pretty minimal and not positive. Um, but I was like, what dishes out there should I be trying? What? And she's like, oh, if you come here, I will cook for you. And I'm like,
Yeah, let me get on my
yeah.
private jet.
Michelle,
Give me your address.
bless you.
I'm like,
Follow you.
yeah, you're not convincing me to try Indian food. So,
Yeah.
oh hi, Michelle. Thanks, Michelle, for subbing. Appreciate
Well,
that.
I tried EV Mux on my own mic. That's what Mike uses, and I can't figure it out. I have no idea what I'm freaking doing,
What
which is why
is that? The
to like
streaming software?
to use the third party for streaming. I really need to figure it
What's
out.
it called?
It's
Send me an
whatever
email. I'll give you my phone number and we'll figure it out today.
EV Mux is what he uses. EVMUX. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what we're on right now. But
Mhm.
the interface mic is just like I'm too dumb for it. Like I can't figure it out.
Yeah, the OBS interface is not.
I'll give you my phone number and we'll get it figured out.
All right. Well, don't say it on the internet right
Yeah,
now.
the OBS is not really like it's not a great graphic user interface. It takes a little bit of doing to get to understand it, and I'm a long way from understanding everything on it. But if you invest a little bit of time, I'm sure it's similar, to.
I don't know.
But
I've been meaning to like look into these for a while, but it takes
Yeah.
brain power.
I don't have a place to do it. My only place is to sit in my bedroom. My sister-in-law,
So, like,
nosy, and would traipse back and forth to stick her nose in. I need to keep my dogs quiet too.
yeah, Hobby House is writing that in the chat. So,
oh, I see.
so she
Okay.
doesn't
I
have a
was
good
like,
place
Mike,
to
what
go
are you
live.
talking about?
So
Plywood says he can't even open the laptop up. it's the other side.
that is easy to believe, Plywood.
Well, listen, you gotta understand that plywood is 9 kinds of fucking out there. Like,
Oh, Michelle's had a lot of Indian food in the UK.
Yeah. We never got it growing up. My mom didn't like it, so we didn't get it.
Oh
I know
my
nothing.
Never had Indian food?
My perspective of food was
Like once or twice.
when I was working in a restaurant in Turkey, and these Indian guys said, "You have to work the breakfast shift, so come over here and eat." And I'm like, "No, whatever." But they gave me this salmon head curry that was.
See, I don't like curry. I don't like traditional curry. That's a big problem.
It was beautiful. Oh my God, it was so damn delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And that made me understand the reality of the cooking world. Like, there's head chefs and sous chefs and line chefs and all this crazy crap that
See,
French cuisine, Italian cuisine. But
my brain is just like no make, only eat. And that's the only rule that we really follow. Like I'm waiting for my cooking phase to kick in, but I'm 44, so I don't know when that's gonna happen.
Fucking salmon hell curry, and damn it.
So back when I was a teenager, I was going to these youth activities for church. So I was like probably 14 or 15 years old, and one of the youth leaders bought a bunch of like instant food for like instant Indian food. And so he brought these packets of instant Indian food to the church.
Oh my
We went
God.
to the kitchen and we made this Indian food, and he set up his camcorder in the other room and each of us went in individually, and he would record us eating the food as if we were doing a film, an advertisement for it. And like, you could not eat this crap. It was so bad.
He had pamarthi rice, and it's disgusting. Yeah.
Ugh.
So those were some fun videos to watch.
Oh my gosh.
Not fun to be
You need to
on.
find them and upload those to your channel.
Oh, I'm sure they're long gone by now. But yeah, that's my first experience with Indian food, which made me
Oh
not
no,
really
that doesn't
yearn
sound
for it
good.
anymore. But
I gotta
House
go
would use
for
the
real, y'all,
garage, but there's
'cause
no power and it's too cold. And
I got it cut off too. So
Abby, how are you on the internet if you've got no power?
Hobby is saying that the garage has no power and is too cold, because
Oh,
that's the other place where she'd go live.
to go live. Gotcha.
Yeah, so the garage is a no-go because of no power and too cold. But you could go live in short bursts with battery power. And actually, on my setup, typically I've used my phone as the streaming device, and I've just got a little battery backup that I attach to my tripod. And so whenever I'm going live, I'll just plug the phone into the battery backup, and it gives me multiple hours of live capability. I learned that after. Okay, Fly, you gotta go, or you just need to
that
plug
was
in.
the weirdest thing. You said the word battery, and my battery alarm like went up. It was like low battery. I'm like, oh crap!
I have that effect on devices.
You scared my phone. All right. Well, good night, y'all. I will talk to you very soon, probably.
Right.
let's
Enjoy
Good night. Be safe and warm. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, take care.
I can figure out how to